On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down. Throwing now is Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
They'll start out here with the option left. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. And a solid job using his legs. 16 yards and a first down on the keeper. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels, and picking up some nice yardage.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. And Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now the pressure gets there and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on. And the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there the last time out. But boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
But no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. Throw an interception. It's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets, they don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. On play action, it's Carr. And he'll spot Hurd open left side. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Raiders at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins, taking the throw right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
Now, Carr again. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That is caught. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive. Come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. As the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They go to Johnson again. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. The 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. The big boy's big dream right there. He got to rumble and stumble all the way for 6.
Nothing like big man with football, is there? I mean, that brings people onto their feet every single time, and his dream was answered on that one, wasn't it? It was realized. He picks it off and takes it to the end zone.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. Touchdown, Jets.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy You give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it, and you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone, and that's exactly why he did.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Looking to throw again on second down. Carr. This one into the hands of Hurd. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And some space here. Touchdown! Elijah Moore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to move back in front. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And it's now 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. He finds Wilson. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Garrett Wilson, 34 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This taken in at the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
He'll flip this out to Evans. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense, because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Here's Carr to throw. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
Well, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ashton Davis. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go to the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Ready up. 22 middle. 12, 10.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Touchdown, Jets. Ty Johnson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Rodrigo Blankenship set to kick off.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as they get this up to the 29.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
Here we go.
Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he stopped immediately there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Johnson. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Johnson again. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. They run. It's Johnson. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. Johnson kept out of the end zone on 4th down, and the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line.
Hey, we're good, we're good. 29, 637.
Carr now on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, 734. You're mine.
To throw, it's Carr. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. They've already been on record as saying, hey, if our rookie quarterback's going to tuck it and run on a scramble, we kind of hold our breath. Well, that was a maybe no, yes, as he's able to get into the end zone.
Are you saying he's got to learn where the line is about whether you keep your eyes downfield, try and find a receiver, or you tuck it and go? And I think there's going to be some growing pains with that. I think in this case, he made the right decision.
And we know he's got the speed. He showed it there. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start. Now Evans hit, and the ball pops free. And it's scooped up by the Jets. Shreds him with a stiff arm. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
Well, that might have been my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both.
Touchdown! Elijah Moore with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Carr's throw on target to Godwin here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 31. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 20-yard line.
That's good for Las Vegas.
Into the red zone, it's Carr. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders get a bit closer. Oh, such great concentration there, going right up against the side of the end zone, but able to get the feet in bounds.
There's so many things that go into that catch, and you just mentioned the concentration, being able to catch the ball.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And a terrific return as they finally do stop him, but not before he's inside the 15.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop him. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard.
He'll look to throw.
At the 12-yard line.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jets get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. This fielded right at the goal line. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Well, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Carr will look to throw. They'll roll him out right. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Oh, he's going up top for Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12.
He saw the pressure and he got out, but he never got upfield. And the defense, they took full advantage of a rookie mistake there. They were able to add a big loss on the sack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
That's taken on the 25. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it'll be Raiders football 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter. And his throw is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Oh, a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And now here is another interception. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Dillon now on 1st and 10. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Max Crosby in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Max Crosby drops him again for the second straight play, and it brings up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And my goodness, another interception. And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Raiders 28.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.